The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot, and you know we got breath.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here is the punter, Matt Botcher, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. And we got to get to the ball, team. Rock it. Check 52. Twist. Hey, lock it. Out.
A first down throw for Young. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 25 yards that time.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Under 10. 10. By 52. Check.
And that'll set him back 5.
We play to win. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Willis just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Young, this one complete to Mecole Hardman. And oh, he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, Wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay, I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hand up. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check something in 10.
Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah, yeah. And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? Yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah.
nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. I'm highly favored, don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Steve Young dancing to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Team spill. Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 52's the mic. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 55.
Young now to throw again. Being chased out left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check 4, check 4, check 3, check 3, check 3. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 31, check 6.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Derek Brooks diagnosed that play so well, just like he did back in the day. Over 1,700 career tackles en route to being a first-ballot Hall of Famer.
Heck of a guy off the field as well, winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year award in 2000. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Check that. We're on line 52 right here. And watch the line. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Let's go.
throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, Young. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
65. Watch out. Leo. Kill. Let's go.
They'll run with Cook. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let it 8 read. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Be careful.
Young on 1st down.
Watch the whip.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Stand up. Smooth.
Throwing again. Young. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback 3rd and long. You really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Steve Young. Completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
52. Block 52. 52.
Throwing. Young. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Young on 3rd and 2. Buying time to it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Cunningham looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go, set, 18 Gator, 52, come on. Watch the run, pick that, go.
Now a first down throw for Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check 9. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. 5.
Young working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. Letting one go deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So another good job defensively, because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's a second down run with Sanders. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Cunningham to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And the Rams have got it back.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's checking crack. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Cunningham. That'll be caught by Rice. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Cunningham. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
It's Young on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Good. Hey, Sam on.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young eluding the pressure right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Young on third down. Being chased out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down, here's Cunningham. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Now a first down carry by Bell. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on second down. Cunningham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Cunningham. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Down to lose 1.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
6-6, pull it high.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the set. 52. Bring it. Roll out.
Slam, slam, slam. Check, check. Flag down, flag down, flag down.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Jim, 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 Jim.
Hey, exit.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Oh, yeah. Go.
On 3rd and short, the fullback DeMarco. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Patrick DeMarco taking it in. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Showing it, showing it. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
Out of the gun, it's Young. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the
Check 99.
Young throwing again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Hey, 2.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
Ready.
Young now from the 50. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we're back now here in Cleveland as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Come
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will score. Touchdown.